All right, we're working on the 1-2.4 more applications. Okay, it says this is the 10th easiest lesson in the course. Average time is 55 minutes. Why is it so easy? Well, you probably are getting used to solving application problems. This homework also reviews some questions from the sections 2.2 and 2.3. Taking a math course online is not like other courses. The average students in the face-to-face sections of this course take about half the time as online students take to complete the lessons. Math classes involve the instructor showing how to do something and then the student does it. You can get that help by watching the instructor solve the problems in the videos that are available by pressing the Videos and Scorecard button. You can also get help by mastering the study plan questions. They have all the learning aids available that the publisher has. Okay, here we go. First problem. Solve for G. Remember that when you're solving for a letter, it's just like solving for a number. In this case, we want to get the G all alone. Remember that you can get it all alone by adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. And we want to make sure that we do it in the right order, adding and subtracting, since there aren't any. Remember, the G is what we want to get all alone. So let's divide both sides by 8 pi. And we see G equals C over 8 pi. So we would write G equals fraction C over 8, and then you have to click the pi button. Oops. Oh, it's supposed to be capital C. I didn't notice that. Capital C. There we go. All right. Another word application. Oh, man. Does that to me. I need to get this full screen before I... There we go. Now it won't do it. After 1 year on the job, Molly got a raise from $300 to $375 per hour. I don't know what she does for a living, but I want to do it too. What was the percent increase? Well, first of all, remember that it's always base times rate is the percent. So, let's do it the other way. Part over base is the rate. In this case, we want the part that is the increase. Well, 300 to 375 means an increase of $75. So the most common reason people get this one wrong is they put the 300 over 375, but they just want the increase. So it's 75 divided by 300, which is 0.25 or 25%. Okay, next one. Scores on a college entrance test rose from 20.6 in 77 to 20.9 in 86. What was the percent increase? So first of all, we have to figure out that the increase is 0.3. And remember, it's always based on the old, so over 20.6. So we would press on our calculator 0.3 divided by 20.6 is round to the nearest 10th percent. Well, I get 0.01456, and then these all have a line over them. So nearest 10th percent, here's the 10th percent, so we'd say 1.5% increase. All right, next one. Another word application. Nice time to break out our trusty chart. our 3x3 chart with a little appendage on the bottom. Remember, these two boxes are equal. We want the mixture to be 80%, 15%, and 90%. What's always true is this number is between the other two. Now, I could have put point into each one of them, but instead what I did is I multiplied the whole column by 100, and so that took care of it. Remember, this is that as you go across, you multiply, and as you go down, you add. How many gallons of 90% solution? So let's call this added with 100 gallons of 15% solution to get a mixture that is 80% solution. Well, this number here is 100 plus A. 100 times 8, 80 is 8,000 plus 80A. Remember, you write the total multiplying going across there. We multiplied those two together. This 15 times 100 is 1,500, and this is 90A. We add those two together, 1,500 plus 90A. So our equation is going to be these two boxes equal to each other. 1,500 plus 90A equals 8,000 plus 80A. Okay, let's subtract 80A from each side. That takes care of that. So let's subtract 1,500 from each side. That takes care of that. So we have 10A equals 6,500. Divide both sides by 10. A is 650. So we would need 650 gallons of that kind. All right, next problem. Oops. I don't know what I did wrong that time. Next problem. Ricardo Gutierrez has a box of coins that he uses when playing poker with his friends. Got a 3x3 thing again going. With the box at the bottom. The box contains 44 coins and consists of pennies, which are worth 0.01, and dimes, which are worth 0.10 or 0.10. Oops, we got to add one more box because it says and quarters, which are worth 0.25. The total value in the box is $4.76. We don't need this box here because we don't have an average value. Okay, it says that the number of pennies is equal to the number of dimes. So let's call this, I don't know what happened there. Oops, I pressed a button. Just a second, I'll be back with you. Hope that didn't affect you. Let's call this P for, this is P for pennies. And the number of pennies and dimes are the same, so we can call this P for dimes. And the number of quarters is this minus these two, so 44 minus 2P. Okay, so let's multiply it out. 44 times 0.25 is 11 minus 0.5p, 0.01p, 0.10p. Now let's add these together and we get 11 minus 0.5 minus 0.01 is 0.49, minus 0.10 is 0.395. P. Remember, these two boxes here are equal. So our equation then will be 11 minus 0.39p equals 4.76. Let's subtract 11 from each side, and we get 0.39p equals negative 6.24. Negative 0.39, so let's divide both sides by negative 0.39. And we get P is 16. So we have 16 pennies, 16 dimes, that adds up to 32, so we have 12 quarters. 12 quarters is $3, plus $1.60 is $4.60, plus 16 cents is $4.76. So we have 16 dimes and 12 quarters. All right, next one. We want to know the time, because it asks how long will it take before they are 310 kilometers apart. Since they're going in opposite directions, we're going to add their distances together. So we have the train that goes at 90 and the train that goes at 65, and we know that the total distance is 310. We don't care what this is. This is the time times the rate is the distance. Okay, since they left at the same time, t will be the same. You don't need this total here either. We get 90t is their distance, is the first one's distance. 65t is the second one's distance. You add those two together, you get 155t. Remember, those two boxes are equal, so we would write for our equation 155t equals 310. Divide both sides by 155, and you get time is 2 hours. So in 2 hours, they'll be 310 kilometers apart. Next one. Little geometry problem here. Find the measure of each angle. One of the things that's not given in this problem is that the total is the total is 180 degrees. So if you add them up, you get 180. The angle measures are, I don't even have to do anything because it's going to be 60 apparently. I don't know. I don't get it. Okay, let's figure it out. So it's x minus 30, that's this angle, plus 3x minus 218, that's this angle, plus a half of x plus 14. So we combine like terms. 4x plus a half of x is 4 1/2 x. And then minus 30 minus 218 is minus 248. Plus 14 is minus 234 equals 180. So let's add a 234 to each side. We get 4 1/2 x equals 414. Divide both sides by 4 1/2. So we have, I'm going to press 414 divided by 4.5 since it's a decimal. And I get x is 92. We don't care what x is, we care what the angles are. So x minus 30 is, this angle is 62. 3x, so 92 times 3 minus 218. This angle is 58. And 92 divided by 2 plus 14, this angle is 60. Okay, so the angle measures are, I just don't know what they want me to write there, because they aren't all the same. Now, if I'm going to write down 92 because that's what x is and see if it says that. Nope, that's not what it says. Fine, I'll write, oh, I see, it wants us to put all three answers in. So we'll say 58, comma, 62, comma, 60. There we go. It wanted all three of them in the same box. Next one. When two lines intersect, the opposite angles are called vertical angles, and vertical angles are equal. So we're just going to put an equal sign between these two things. 8x plus 8 equals 2x plus 92. Subtract 2x from both sides, and that'll take care of this. Subtract 8 from both sides, and that'll take care of this. So we have 6x is 84. Divide both sides by 6. And we get x is 14. So 8 times 14 plus 8 is 120, and 2 times 14 plus 92 is also 120, so the angles are 120 degrees. Number 10. Age problems. These are always fun. How old will Jack be 9 years from today? Equals future Jack. Okay? It says if Jack adds his current age to the age he will be on this day next year, the sum is 65. So let's say A is his age today. In a year, he will be A plus 1. In the future, he will be A plus 9. So let's find out what A is. A plus 1, because his age this year and his age next year has a sum of 65. 2A plus 1 is 65. Subtract 1 from each side, you get 2A is 64. Divide both sides by 2. A, his age today, is 32. So in 9 years, his age will be 41. Because he'll be 9 years older than he is now. If you have any questions, let me know.